Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. Today we are focusing on the 10-mark family outline and explain. By the end of this tutorial you will have seen a well-structured paragraph from a student that achieved a top band answer in 2018 paper 2 question 4 on the family and household section. As always, thank you for choosing this video. If you like what you see, please click like. Want to see more? Subscribe. And if you have got something to say, please drop me a comment. I reply to everyone. Just a quick reminder about the 10-mark outline and explain. You have got 15 minutes to answer it, 2 balanced paragraphs. It will always ask you for reasons, ways, effects, etc. Look for the question hooks, as this question will require you to make a link between the two. And this only appears on theory and methods, paper 1 and 3, and topics on paper 2. Here is a generic mark scheme so you can see exactly what you need to do. So let's just focus on the top band. You will need to have good knowledge shown through the keywords concepts which are relevant, and any specialist terms may be explained to show understanding. Making sure you've got 2 applications of material, so make sure you link it to the question. And lastly, analysis. I do have a copy of the actual mark scheme that I will be referring to. I will pop the link in the comments below for you to download if you want it. So the best way to explain good structure in a 10-mark outline and explain is to explore exactly what the question actually is asking you to do and understand where the marks are coming from. As with any question, before you start answering, it's the key to ensuring that you understand what the question is asking is by preparing for it. And this is really important on a 10-mark outline and explain, because you don't want to misunderstand what the question is asking. So make sure that you read the question once, and then the second time read it again, but this time underline the trigger words or the hooks that are placed within the question. And just spend 1 or 2 minutes just out of that 15 minutes to give a bit of a plan of ideas, just so it means that you get 2 things out of it. 1, you fully understand the separate parts of the question that you must write about. And 2, as there are multiple ways of answering it, it means you can then choose the 2 that you can write most about and show application between the 2 parts. So why should you underline? Underlining and highlighting focuses your attention to what the question is actually asking and making sure that you are referring to them. We've got part A and we've got part B, and these are the 2 parts of the question that are from 2 separate aspects of the specification that the examiner expects you to show application of knowledge between. The aim here is to challenge you to apply your knowledge and show wider understanding rather than just learning chunks of AO1 material. So how do we go about structuring an answer for this? Well, once again, I draw upon a student's example from paper 2 from 2018, and I'm going to share with you this student's first paragraph. As you can see, this student has written a chunky paragraph that should take you around 7 or 8 minutes to write. And in this answer, the first sentence is really important. One way a government policy may affect family structure is through a declining nuclear family, because the question is not really asking for the policy as such, rather than the way the policy has affected family structure. And the student actually identifies this in the first couple of sentences about how women are able to leave unhappy relationships. In this part, it's really important that she does identify the legislation of the Divorce Reform Act, but rather than it being the focus of the marks, it is used to illustrate the way. So the policy of divorce becomes an example to back up the point that she has made in the first sentence. Now the student is being really explicit to the second part of the question of how it affects family structures, and she uses the words from the question there just to signpost her answer. And she's indicated that there are more female-headed lone parent families because of this legislation, but also she has shown how this affects family structure from the move away from the traditional nuclear families, and she's using Parsons' instrumental and expressive roles to illustrate the point that women are now the head of their own families due to divorce. And the student doesn't end there. They continue to show some sort of analysis of the way that the government policy, in this case divorce, is impacting the structure as the gender roles are changing because of this equality is occurring. She also applies a bit of theory, so new writers who are obviously going to be concerned with family breakdown. being damaging to society. And then the student ends the paragraph with a statement to suggest to what extent is it true that the government policies are affecting family structure, in this case stating that the nuclear family are still the most popular family structure to a certain extent. So what about the second paragraph? I thought it would be a really good idea to give you some prompts from the mark scheme from paper 2 2018, so you can have a go at writing that second paragraph following the structure that I've just gone through. And if you prefer, you can download the mark scheme. I've put the link in the comments below from the AQA website. So lastly, just to finish off, overall, when answering a 10-mark outline and explain, please remember to show AO1 knowledge of both parts of the question, then show how Part A's links or affects Part B. Make sure that you're offering further explanations and ending with that analytical point to finish. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please click like. If you've got any questions or comments, please pop them below and have a go at some of the other 10 markers that I've done, and I've put those links down there also. I've also included the link to the AQA website so you can download any past exam questions that are available for you to use, and make sure that you have a look at the examiner reports as well. So have a great day and thank you for listening. Bye.